What are some of the challenges you faced in preparation for this event?
I think the biggest one would probably be just memorizing sources and learning new information and keeping up with current events. And it's kind of hard to take in everything. And I think we do a lot of cramming. But I think that's like one of our fortes because we do a really good job at it and it works for us. So I guess it was just an obstacle that we had to overcome.
Well, I think just being in this room where a lot of great things have happened, they debated the Iraq War here, they rated the Truman Doctrine here. So I just think the gravity of the room and sitting in Richard Lugar's chair, Senator Lugar's chair, has been really overwhelming.
There's always going to be pressure, it being the national finals, the top 10. But I mean, it's just like every other competition that we've done all year. Just higher expectations with higher pressure. There is an aspect of pressure, but it doesn't. You can't let it get to you because it's just another round.
I would definitely say that going into this, I didn't realize exactly what the Constitution entailed. I mean, everyone idolizes the Bill of Rights or the preamble, but there was much more within the Constitution itself that isn't known to many people. For instance, like the 1808 Clause and the compromises that went into forming it. And it really shows a policy and a history of America that many citizens don't understand.
I think as a team we were very successful. I mean, all around we had great performances, so I don't think there's anything we could have complained about today.
When it comes to the Constitutional Convention, like my colleagues were debating, you have to realize that there are certain compromises that are made, like the 1808 Clause between northern states and slave states, but also between different factions, such as farmers and people who worked in more industrialized sectors of our nation. And it was all this big compromise that is still even being trying to be reached today between the Democrats and the Republicans. And it just showed that there is no such thing as a perfect government, and that really it's the ambitions of people that we try to counteract in a republic that ultimately forms a government that we can all live under safely and securely.
This week has been very hectic and tiring, with the touring combined with competing. So there's always going to be high stress levels, especially with the making the top 10 in preparation. But I'd say as a team, we handled it very well. We all got along for the most part, and it's going to show, I think, hopefully tonight.
I definitely want to go into politics, and I think that taking with the people has helped me know this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. So I think that being immersed in all of this and understanding this is what goes on, this is sort of a taste of basically what I want to do. I think this has helped so much.
Not only it'll help me in the future, but I hope it's a wake-up call to both our states and our federal government to invest in the future of all our children and continue to support education like this, and especially civic education, as shown by what we did here today.
When you're sitting here, it's tough trying to almost stay awake through some of the other units, but when you go up there, it just seems like it's so fast, you're performing so quickly, and everything gets done really fast. You just want to talk more and more and more, but you don't have that opportunity.
Probably one of the most memorable moments was when I was actually being judged by John Kamansky, who wrote about half the sources that I used, which kind of frightened me at first. But after I listened to his questions and we answered them, and he complimented us on our work, it just appalled me just how far we had come from those first days where we barely knew anything about the Constitution to literally impressing a constitutional scholar.
If you had to speak to your colleagues who will come after you in this program, what would you tell them about it?
I think I would definitely tell them that despite all the hard work and all those long nights that they're going to be prepping, that this program is definitely worth it, and they should stick with it because truly they're going to learn more than they will have in any class by far.